y'all, this is Mano. She's Mad Gardener, and it is another hot day. I have waited until 7 o'clock at night to come out and do some work. And basically, I have pulled out all my Sweet 100 tomatoes that I had planted earlier in the season. They have produced a ton of fruit for us over the season as well. My husband has just loved picking fresh tomatoes to take with his lunch every day. It's been great, but they had gotten to the end of it, and now it's time to replant for some fall tomatoes. I'm going to be planting 2 different varieties, and I'll show you what those are. And I am going to be putting them in pots and training them up a tall cord, since these are indeterminate. I'll talk about indeterminate and determinate tomatoes as well. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And as always, give me a thumbs up, or feel free to interact. Leave me a comment on my video. Let me know what tomatoes you are growing or what crops you're putting in for the fall. Okay, we've got 2 types of tomatoes that we're going to be working with. We're going to work with a Roma. The reason I picked these are by Bonnie Plants from Home Depot, is because look at this mama. It is in beautiful shape. It looks to be about 3 plants. I don't know if I'll divide that or not, but I'm going to put that in. And then I got 2 smaller ones, and these I've heard a lot of people talking about. They're yellow cherry tomatoes, but they're the sun sugar hybrids. And so these are indeterminate, and these are determinate. Okay, so difference. Indeterminate will just grow and grow and grow and grow. There's no like stopping them. If you let them grow up a tower, they can grow 10, 12, 15 feet. Determinate has a specific height that it's going to stop at. So let's switch to the back here. Let's see. It's going to be, not going to say, I'll find it online just so you guys know. But this, since it's a determinate, it will stop at a certain height. Okay. And then once again, the indeterminate has no specific height that it's going to stop at. All right, let's get started. I'm going to be working in these 2 pots. As you know, earlier this season, I had tomatoes in these. Now, the soil in here is going to have to be pulled out, because all of this is just solid root system. So that should be interesting. And so I'm going to be replacing them with new potting soil. I use Vigoro. I'm going to be adding some compost, and then as always, I'm going to be adding some of my plant tone into the mix. All right, one last thing. I use trellises for my tomatoes, and then if they are ones that are going to go higher, I use a twine that goes all the way up to the top of my patio space, and then I can wrap the tomato vines all the way up that, and it works fabulous for staking these tomatoes. All of my tomatoes have drip lines that go to their pots, so I do not have to remember to water them. They will be taken care of daily in this hot, hot sun that we still have here at the beginning, let's see, 2nd week of September in Texas. my Roma tomatoes, which are my Determinate, which means they have a certain height that they reach and don't grow past that height. Got them in here. I've got my drip lines set up. I always try to bury the plant as far as possible. The more you can get under the soil, the more roots it will grow. And I do have the drip to where it's on either side of the plant. Got my trellis, and then I've got my twine going up, although I don't know if I'm gonna need that for the Roma tomato. Like I said, I'm gonna look it up and put the height on the bottom of this for you guys, on the bottom of the video. Okay, and then right here I have the Sun Sugar hybrid tomatoes. I have 2 small plants in there. I did bury these as deep as I could as well to get more roots into the soil. And I have a drip line set up to each plant. This is an indeterminate, meaning it will grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. So having this twine all the way to the ceiling will be extremely helpful. This guy is actually broken, so it's a little wobbly. This might be its last season here. But it doesn't stay in as well because the base that's down under the soil, it's broken away from that base. So, but I'm excited to get some more tomatoes going. Okay, there's one more thing I wanted to show you guys. You see all these leaves kind of close down, okay? This is how disease gets into tomatoes pretty easily. So anytime you see leaves that are low to the ground like this, go ahead and you can just pop them off if you want, or you can use some clippers, something like that. But we don't want any of these lower leaves down here because that will bring disease up into the plant. We want clear space from the stem up to the first set of leaves so that we don't get any splashback from the soil onto the leaves, and that will keep your tomato plant healthier longer. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's super simple and sweet little video. Just getting my fall tomatoes planted up. Hope you guys are also getting some fall crops into the ground. Fall here in Texas, like it's the second week in September and we're still in the 90-degree weathers, whereas lots of friends across the globe are already in their 50s and 60s. I'm like, that's crazy to me, crazy to me. We still have 2 full months of growing season. So getting these in, getting these started should give me a really great crop for the fall. As always, she's a mad gardener or a decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.